Live from Fargo and serving you on TV, online, and on the go. This is Valley News Live at 5.
We're following some breaking news for you out of Grand Forks. Police there say they had to call off a high-speed chase this evening for safety reasons. Police say the pursuit started in East Grand Forks and traveled into Grand Forks. Officers tell us the driver was going at a speed and manner that was an extreme safety risk to the public. Police are still investigating, with both departments looking for the driver.
I don't know why he would ask for me to clean his apartment when I've already got a job.
Several women are posting on social media warning others about a man offering money to clean his apartment. One of them contacted our whistleblower hotline. Valley News Team's Rose Itzkovitz met with some of the women who say the offers aren't so squeaky clean.
Brittany Nelson says people contact her all the time through her Fargo sales job. But one message last Thursday surprised her.
Saying, you know, I know you, I know who you are, you seem really nice.
Meanwhile, her friend Izzy Siegel received a similar text on the same day.
I'd like to see you. I liked hanging out with you. And I was like, I'm sorry. I don't think you have the right number.
Both received the same proposition, asking to clean the man's apartment.
For $150 a week.
$150 cash a week.
And both became suspicious.
And he asked for personal information about my life, my dating life, my work life, everything like that.
And he said, I have kids to support. Do you have kids?
Do you think he was just fishing for information?
I think he was fishing for information.
For Brittany, a simple request to not discuss her personal life evoked a rough response.
Choice words were said.
Brittany received a Facebook message from a Jason, who gave her two different last names. Izzy received a text message from a Jay. We tried to contact this Jay or Jason, but his number appears to be a spoof number. His Facebook account offers no info, besides being from West Fargo. But the women want others to beware. Why did you contact our whistleblower hotline?
My sister-in-law's mom, she messaged and she said, you need to let people know. That sounds really fishy.
Just to be careful, because guys like this fish for girls' information, fish for any kind of vulnerabilities.
Now, we found one other similar account through social media, but we haven't heard back from the woman who posted it yet. Like the other two accounts, her daughter received a text message offering her $200 this time to clean his apartment. This time the man's name was Eric, which is similar to one of the last names Jason gave to Brittany. The woman says this Eric found her daughter after the family posted her prom dress for sale on a website. Reporting in the studio, Rose Itzkovitz, Valley News Live.
We reached out to area police, but at this time, there's no word on any reports made on this case. As we said, this story came to us through our whistleblower hotline. If you need help uncovering an issue in your community, call us 701-237-6576. You can leave your tip. A 22-year-old Mahnomen man is in custody at this hour after police say he opened fire in the city, shooting his pistol in random directions last night. 22-year-old Chase Gagnon is suspected of firing around 11 rounds from a 9mm pistol in the area of Main Street and Monroe Avenue. Deputies say there's no clear motive for the shooting, but they believe Gagnon was under the influence of an illegal substance at the time of the incident. Bullet fragments were collected after going through a window of the United Valley Bank. No one was injured in the incident. One person is dead after they were found in a burning car that had rolled in Wadena County early yesterday morning. The Wadena County Sheriff's Office says they were called to a report of a burning vehicle in Shell River Township. When they got to the scene, they found the car resting on its roof just south of the Hubbard County line. The person inside the car has not yet been identified. It has been a beautiful day. Some people would like it if we could hang out in the 70s all summer instead of making you wait for tonight's forecast. Let's go to Justin right now for your no-wait weather. Justin?
And thank you, Andrea. Good evening, everybody. Yes, temperatures finally above average for this time of year, and that puts us into the 70s in most places. We're at 73 right now at Fargo, 75 into the Grand Forks area, 74 at Devil's Lake, a little cooler into our Minnesota County, some upper 60s out toward Lakes Country. Winds mainly from a southerly southerly direction, a little breezy, 10 to 20 miles per hour. And we are seeing mostly sunny to partly cloudy skies across the region. The rain is missing us off to the west and off to the east. And that is going to be the story through most of this evening. Some of our western counties and southwestern counties could see some showers this evening, but most of us are going to see mostly clear to partly cloudy skies as temperatures stay into the 60s through around the midnight hour. We've got more warm weather on the way over the next couple of days, but a soggy and windy weekend ahead. We'll have the details coming up later in the newscast.
All right, thanks so much, Justin. The North Dakota Game and Fish Department says they have completed their investigation into the 16-pound, 9-ounce walleye taken back in April from the Heart River. The department says, based on the evidence provided, they found that the fish was foul hooked and cannot be recognized as a state record. A local thrift store is asking for your help finding the person they say stole something last Friday. The owner of Jazzy and Mumbo's Animal Aid Thrift Store in Dilworth says this person you see here took a diamond cluster off a new and very nice dress that was just donated. If you know who this person is, you're asked to reach out to the store owner. Moorhead police want you to know about a high-risk sex offender who recently changed his address. Authorities say 31-year-old Jesse James Severson has moved to the 700 block of 8th Street South in Moorhead. Severson was convicted in 2007 for possession of child porn and released in 2011. Authorities in Becker County have confirmed that 61-year-old Lyle Nelson of Sauk Center, Minnesota, has died following a boating accident over the weekend. The Becker County Sheriff's Office got a call yesterday morning about someone in trouble on Island Lake, which is about 20 miles northeast of Detroit Lakes. Deputies spotted a boat going in circles and someone in the water trying to grab onto it. When they got there, they found a man unresponsive in the water. Rescuers started CPR until an air ambulance arrived. Nelson later died at a Fargo hospital. During the day, it may be hard to escape the sights and sounds of construction here in the FM area. But there's always relief at night when crews pack up and go home. But for some Moorhead residents, that may not be the case for much longer. Valley News Team's Veronica Marshall looks into why the city may allow construction crews to work around the clock.
The faster they get done, the better, I think.
Beeping, banging, and rumbling. During the day, you can hear the sounds of construction throughout this Moorhead neighborhood, but at night, it's a different story. But that may soon change.
Our contractor is asking to be allowed to do nighttime work, to allow them to do excavation basically around the clock.
It's a request that has some neighbors worried about getting a restful night of sleep. City staff say crews will do their best to minimize the noise at night, but not everyone is convinced.
In this case, you'd have the trucks as they're accelerating, climbing up out of the hole. You'd have the backhoe operator digging and placing, but those are a little more standard construction sounds, I think. And hopefully the fact that they're digging in a deep hole helps shield the public from some of that noise.
I mean, if it's going to make noise when people are trying to sleep, then it's a bad fit. If it's not going to make noise, then it doesn't seem there's a downside, and I don't understand why there'd be a debate.
Now it's up to Moorhead City Council to decide if construction crews can work into the night. If the contractor's request is approved, Trowbridge says it will be hard to take back, even if neighbors have complaints.
If the noise is really causing a problem, we would work with the contractor to take reasonable steps to try to minimize the noise they're generating, but once we execute the change order, the contractor has the right to work like that, and it's harder to take it away.
But if the request is denied, he says the project will take longer to complete and roads will remain closed into next year, leaving residents split on which is the better choice.
And I appreciate that they're so good about keeping the roads, making the maintenance for the roads, because the weather here really knocks this stuffing out of it. I just hope they don't wake us up.
Well, it's a little noisy sometimes, but progress gotta go on.
In Moorhead, Veronica Marshall, Valley News Live.
The decision will be made tonight during Moorhead's City Council meeting. If the City Council allows overnight construction, it could start as early as June 5th, and it's expected to last for about 3 weeks. North Dakota's gas prices have seen a slight decline since last week, indicating a possible early spring peak. Officials say leading up to Memorial Day, it is typical to see pump prices increase because of ongoing refinery maintenance and consumer demand. Today's statewide average of $2.77 is 2 cents lower than this time last week and identical to 1 year ago. The national average is 9 cents higher at $2.86. The gas average fell despite the Energy Information Administration's latest report, which shows an increase in demand to summer-like levels and a decrease in gasoline stocks. The North Dakota Capitol building will soon have a new look for visitors at the public entrance. Officials say state lawmakers have approved $2 million to remodel the Capitol building's only public entrance before the next legislative session in January 2021. The entrance is accessed through a tunnel that's long been closed to vehicle traffic. The remodel would likely enclose the tunnel. Senator Ray Holmberg says the tunnel allows winter wind and extreme cold to seep into the Capitol's ground floor. Construction will likely begin next spring. The Village Family Service Center is looking to expand its services in South Moorhead. Officials from the city of Moorhead, as well as the village, were on hand to break ground at the new location on the 800 block of 37th Avenue South. That's just off of Highway 75. The groundbreaking marks the move from their current location on 8th Avenue. When completed, the new offices will offer over 7,800 square feet of space with an additional 2,000 square feet that can be expanded into. Officials with the village say the space will allow for more in-depth outpatient and physical therapy care.
We're busting at the seams at our current location. With the expansion and the build, we'll be able to double, if not almost triple, our size of providers and the services that we're able to offer.
The new location is set to be completed by the fall of 2019. Batman, Spider-Man, and Mr. Incredible. Superheroes made their way down the walls of Sanford Medical Center in Fargo, hoping to bring smiles to children's faces.
We're providing a great boost of morale today for the children and the families inside a difficult process in their life. And we're dressing up as superheroes, hopping over the side of a building. Yep. It's something you don't see every day, and it takes their minds off the hardships that they're facing.
And while the superheroes dangled from ropes, they also cleaned the windows of Sanford Health.